In the Internet Never Forgets news.
No.
That's so sad.
Submitted by Yang Gang 2020.
2020.
Yang Gong.
Yang Gang. Comedian Shane Gillis was fired from SNL days after a racially charged podcast was spread around online.
Yeah, I saw this
What was
shit.
his podcast?
This was pretty stupid.
It was pretty dumb.
The podcast was in September of 2018.
It was recent.
Pretty recent.
I don't even know what the bit was.
Well, you said September 2018, so last
Listen to
year.
the whole thing? Because people were like, oh, you gotta listen to the whole thing to understand it. And I'm all like,
there's no bit though.
Yeah, he's just doing that.
Well, let's fill people in.
okay.
So,
Yeah, because I don't know what's going on. I saw parts of it, but pop up on my feed.
Yeah,
but
we
I don't
wanna
know what's
play
happening.
too.
I don't know what's
all right,
happening.
so this is Shane Gillis. Can we like him?
New cast member of SNL.
Okay.
We don't know.
So he was
I want to think
announced-
for myself. I want you guys to think for me.
I'll think for you. You want to think my thoughts?
No. No.
No, I'm good too.
So he was announced as a new SNL cast member, as well as two other people that are now new cast members. And one of them, name is Bowen Yang, who is the very first full Asian to be a cast member.
What, because they were part Asian?
Yeah, like
Rob
Rob
Schneider.
Schneider.
Oh.
Fred Armisen or whatever.
Yes,
Yes.
Fred Armisen.
It's part Asian? Huh.
Yeah.
It's like part Chinese
So
or
then
something.
he's the first full Asian cast member, so it was a big deal. And so
Wait, isn't he gay too? So it's like Asian and gay?
Oh,
I'm not sure.
I checked some
Okay,
boxes.
I might be mistaken, but yeah.
I'm not sure, but
If he's gay, is he full Asian then?
I don't think so. No, his parents probably don't accept him.
I definitely don't
So, I
want to
don't
think
know.
his thoughts.
So I don't know.
I don't want to think his thoughts.
I'm double checking for the other people.
Because I might have got him mixed up with another guy, but yeah.
so moving on. So initially, it was huge news that Bowen got casted. It's like, what? That's awesome, yay! But then that was quickly overshadowed by
Aw.
Completely
Shane-
overshadowed, I would say.
yeah. But quickly and completely.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where no one even knows he's gonna be a cast member of SNL.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny
Until he shows up and they're gonna be like, oh, there's an Asian guy.
because he was what overshadowed him was these racist remarks by Shane Gillis, which is the new cast member on SNL, right?
Which is ironic.
So then, it was tweeted out that said, today SNL announced the hiring of its first cast member of East Asian descent, and also this guy, with 2 clips. And I have a video of both clips kind of merged into like 1 minute and 18 seconds for you guys, so you guys can see some of the stuff he said.
Thank you.
Damn, Chinatown's fucking nuts.
It's crazy.
It is full fucking China. It's
Yeah.
fucking Chinese down there.
I wonder how that started. They just built one fucked up looking building and people were like, all right, no one said anything.
Let the
Let's
fucking chinks live there, huh? We got in there and we sat down, and baby girl was like, I'm so excited for neuters. And I was like, yo, chill. She was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
She said neuters?
Yeah. And there's a fucking, yeah, and it's full fucking Chinese in there. It's like, it's such
Well, isn't
weird-
that kind of like nice though? Isn't that being when people go into like a Mexican restaurant, like, I'll have 2 tacos? Like, I'll have a bowl of spicy neuters.
But we had in the translation between you and the waiter.
Yeah.
It's just such a fucking hassle. It's like, I'm pointing at it. Like, this is the fucking neuter.
Once they put number for like 57.
Yeah, this one, even with the fucking shit. I was
Yeah.
pointing, I was like, that sauce. That. She's like, yes. Like, yeah, that one. She's like, yeah. She's like, medium or spicy? Yeah. She's like, medium. She's like, spicy. Like, no, medium. No medium. Spicy.
Do you think an Asian
An Asian trying to learn English bothers me more than someone listening to like Lil Uzi Vert while I'm trying to eat fucking dinner.
That's hilarious.
That wasn't accurate. I was spicy. I will.
So did he direct anything towards the other guy, Bowen Yang?
No, so this is from September 2018.
Yeah.
So people are like, how could you hire this guy who is so very clearly racist towards Asians along with an Asian guy as well? Like, it's just like
He supports Chinese businesses. He buys a lot of neuters.
Where it's kind of fucked up is the chinks
Unsaid
thing.
in this.
Because he was emphasizing, I mean, so the thing is, what happened after was, he was like, yeah, man, as a comedian, you know, sometimes I really
I
like to
could
push
tell
the
you
boundaries.
the
Yeah.
statement.
So what I think
That's
made
not
it worse-
comedy though.
Exactly. So what made it worse was his excuse.
This is what he wrote.
I'm glad he's
On
kicked
Twitter?
off. He's dumb.
This is what he wrote on Twitter. Would you like to read it, Steve?
Yes. I was spicy. I'm a comedian who pushes boundaries. I sometimes miss. If you go through my 10 years of comedy, most of it bad, you're going to find a lot of bad misses. I'm happy to apologize to anyone who's actually offended by anything I've said. My intention is never to hurt anyone. I'm trying to be the best comedian I can be, and sometimes that requires risks.
So the thing is, I don't really think that the other things that he said was the triggering point. It's his usage of the word chinks.
I agree completely.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So he doesn't even think that's a racist word. So that's how stupid he is.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
Well, by that logic, if you're really pushing boundaries, you should use the N-word.
Yeah.
Because that would be the ultimate boundary.
And wear blackface.
Yeah.
And wear a tuxedo.
That's his comedy. But, I mean, the fact that he doesn't even address that he used that word, it's like, that's kind of weird.
That's the only thing to me, because I'm like, the rest of it, I could see where maybe you're trying to construct some kind of bit out of this thing.
Yeah, I mean, we did the best ones
just-
out of Chinese
I was gonna
restaurant
say,
bits.
like it's like there's a lot of good jokes to be had out of like that situation. It's just none of those are what he presented. He just sort of was like going with the observational kind of thing. But it's like at that point, just like, oh, so you're just like commenting on how like annoyed you are that this person's trying to learn English, which just is not just it's not funny. Like
Yeah, I mean, I've heard David say all of that, basically.
yeah, but he does it in a way that's funny.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So I understand the intention behind it, but
Sure.
there wasn't a bit.
but the chinks word was lame.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny. It was just shitty.
Yeah.
You're just being shitty.
He's also, so they're also saying, which I don't have excerpts of exactly what he said, but they're saying that he has said sexist and homophobic comments as well. So it's like a lot of things that were just really offensive that there was
He just seems like a stupid fuck to me.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, to me, which is fine in comedy. You can, push the boundary.
There's a ton of stupid fucks.
But if you're just kind of, if you're just using racial slurs as a way to just push the boundaries and be shocking,
Yeah.
to me, that's not comedy.
It's edgelord shit.
Yeah, it's
There's nothing constructed about it.
no.
Yeah, he also called Andrew Yang a Jew chink.
That's stupid.
What does that mean?
Good. That's what I'm saying. This isn't funny shit, man. It's just not funny.
Like, I'm laughing at the fact of how stupid that is.
I can't wait to defend comedians. You guys know this, but
Yeah.
this is not comedy.
Right.
It's crazy that he made it on the cast of SNL.
Right.
Because I heard their auditioning process, it's like really lengthy.
Well, maybe he's good.
I'm sure he was good, man. No doubt. I'm sure he was
just
good.
not a comedian.
It's just that whatever this was not his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Like free form, fucking flow of the mind thought.
That's our thing.
Right.
so
That's the only thing we got.
they said in a statement on behalf of producer Lorne Michaels, they said, after talking with Shane Gillis, we have decided that he will not be joining SNL. We want SNL to have a variety of voices and points of view within the show. The language he used is offensive, hurtful, and unacceptable. We are sorry that we did not see these clips earlier and that our vetting process was not up to our standard. So then that's when Shane came out with this statement.
This fool keeps fucking up, dude.
Would you like to read?
He's like, I can't believe all these chinks. Wouldn't that be nuts?
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Down on it.
It feels.
Fans, I know you got my back.
Yeah. It feels ridiculous for comedians to be making serious public statements, but here we are. I'm a comedian who was funny enough to get SNL. That can't be taken away. It was. Of course, I wanted an opportunity to prove myself at SNL, but I understand it would be too much of a distraction. I respect the decision they made. I'm honestly grateful for the opportunity. I was always a Mad TV guy. Anyway, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny.
Damn,
This seems so salty to me.
He is.
I mean, yeah, he'd salty if he got
would.
kicked off the show.
That's
Yeah.
your shot, bro. You got SNL. That's your shot.
Yeah.
I'd be salty.
It's a career starter.
Or stopper.
But I mean, if I was Mad TV or other producers, I'm like, this fool's gonna be a handful for me. I'm not gonna fucking hire his salty ass.
Listen, I would hate Asians forever after this. Hey, at least he has reason now.
Pushed him further into the corner of the super racism.
But now he has a reason, you know? Before he had nothing.
It'll make them think. It'll make these people
Yeah.
think twice.
That's right.
So this guy has no ties to Bowen. It's just the fact that he was the new guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought they had beef for some reason.
That would be funny.
I think people are just commenting on how tone deaf it is if you like knew all this stuff beforehand, but you're also like trying to champion this as like, oh, look at how inclusive we are when you're also hiring this
Like
guy.
your branding's not cohesive.
Exactly.
I see.
It's weak to hide behind the whole, like, this is where comedians are right now when your bit is just saying the N-word or whatever.
So Andrew Yang responded to his first thing about pushing boundaries and stuff. He said, Shane, I prefer comedy that makes people think and doesn't take cheap shots, but I'm happy to sit down and talk with you if you like. For the record, I do not think he should lose his job. We would benefit from being more forgiving rather than punitive. We are all human.
Yeah, that's my take on it. So the thing is, if he came out and he was like, "Hey, I didn't know chink was actually a bad word. I grew up in a fucking bubble, and it was just the way I grew up." And I'm like, "Cool, now you know. Yeah, you won't use it again." But the fact that he's like defending the usage,
Right.
like, "Oh, I'm just doing fucking bits." It's like, come on, man. That doesn't make sense because you would never use the N-word. This guy never would. Yeah. He never,
See, that's what I wish he did. Instead of doing that, what he did, I wish he came out and said,
I fucked up.
What a stupid bit. You know what I mean? Like, what a dumb idea of a bit. That, like,
That's
it's not even a
humanizing.
bit. Right. Yeah. But instead of this, like, I'm hiding behind, like, comedians are under fire right now and all this shit, it's like, you're not part of that, bro.
I'm a Mad TV guy anyway. It's like you keep hiding behind
Because there's
shit.
a ton of comics that were like, dude, where was the bit?
Right.
I don't see it. So how is that defending? If there was a bit, then it's like, okay, I see how he's defending comedy.
Yeah.
Like Dave Chappelle, right? I get what he did. But in this case, it's just, I'm just gonna talk some shit.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
So Andrew Yang tweeted out that he and Shane will sit down and have a
Wow.
He's gonna meet with the president of Asians. That's pretty. That's pretty dope. Hey,
Asian American.
who else right now is the president of Asians? I mean, it's fucking Andrew Yang. You know.
I thought we were.
I mean, no offense, bro, but you know what I mean. Just a lot more exposure there.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'd like to, but I don't think people would want me.
Dude, can you imagine Joe on CNN?
I'd murder it, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I'd do
You'd
well.
kill something.
I think that you would be on for 3 minutes and then you're like, oh, hold on a second. I was just talking about turtles. Like, what?